Hey, it's Rodimus here. I'm going to get ready to do my documentation covering the Pride of Fastoon. I'm trying to gather the rest of my notes here now, that way I can make sure that I have everything according to, based off of the perspective that I got from Ethan, and the perspective from AB Jaggedier 11, Tim, and cover all this from when they first started to when the original run concluded. So, by all means, here we go. Let's see if we got the facts right. So, let us go back in time to about the year of 2014. More specifically, July 2014 is where this all began. The Fastoon, as it was originally referred as the Fastoon before it became official as the Pride of Fastoon, was established in that July setting following the 4th of July by Ethan initially, and from there it spread to its initial few members that all helped establish the founding work. And that respectively goes to, as I had stated, Ethan, AB Jaggedier 11, our boy Tim, Monkey Butt, later known as the Monkey King, Atlantean Tiger, and I believe Ninja Assassin 3. And also by extension, depending upon your perspective and timing, Code Reflection, because his presence with the Pride of Fastoon came in about a month or so later after its establishment, but he can also be chalked in as an initial member of them, aside from those 5. Now, with the novice mindset as it was back then, from 3 years ago as it was to comparison to the now, a lot of them never expected that the clan would blossom to the reputable status that it was today. But hey, you get back what it is you put into it. And all the members of this clan put in a lot of love for this clan. It was created mainly for gaming with friends as well as gaming competitively, because the initial outline that Ethan wanted for the Pride of Fastoon was a group of friends that Ethan generally or usually plays with all the time on a regular basis. People that you can be generally accustomed to after a long period of time, or that you can grow fond of right away. It's like setting a non-dramatic atmosphere for yourself, and then by extension from yourself, the entire group that you're playing with can also sense that atmosphere, and it allows a good sense of comfortability when playing either for fun or competitively. So there's really no drama amidst either heated or tense combative moments, which is in earnest a really sentimental underlining facet about how clans should generally run. As the clan ran, the perspectives not only grew, but also did slightly shift some, as their competitive perspective changed, and thus allowing them to reach an aspiration in wanting a motivating themselves in becoming the best team on the grid. And they continually improved over time in reaching that status. And after a long period of time where they were managing to go over a number of systematically detailed battles, that dream was fulfilled that Ethan wanted for his clan. Now, the member count that they had for their group was usually around 10 to 15, but they really in earnest had more than 15 players. But I'm not sure how you could keep tabs on that many players at a time, aside from the notable players that you usually see around a lot of the time, like AB or Omega Saccharin or Code Reflection or Numpties or A77, MG Diesel Fuel, Ninja, Furious Hero, and I'm pretty sure there's maybe one or two others that I'm not thinking of at this particular moment, but you get where I'm going with this. Now, from what I have here on documentation, which I confirmed with Ethan on Warframe and AB Facebook, their debut clan battle was against Dark Mount Gaming Incorporated, where they had managed to beat them in a 5-1 standing and capture the flag, as there were complications on their side, and so they had to forfeit. However, amidst Dark Mount's unexpected forfeit of the match following into Conquest, the general ruling of the match did stand, and so it was Pride of Fastoon's win, as well as their very first win in the very first clan battle. And from that day, the clan battles that they've had have all been from intense to legendary to monumental standings, from Elite Legends to Lightning Strike Coalition, ACW, Ancient Cybertronian Warriors, and its succession group, UNK the Unknown, War-Crying Warriors of the original era, the New Age WCW, which was later renamed as CAP, the Cyber Alphonic Plague, Cybertronian Commandos, the Cyber Elite Guard, CEG, and as well as TACT, Terrain Adaptive Combat Terrestrials. And AB and Ethan even both shared a couple of very interesting highlights that were very, very different but really nice perspectives. For AB, a highlight that he personally liked from Pride of Fastoon's run was the highlight championship match that they had with Lightning Strike Coalition that they had when they won the CBL tournament. Which they gave a shout out for Strax, which was back in 2015. And then Ethan's perspective for a favorable clan battle from him was between the first time they fought CEG and the first time that they had fought against TACT. All three forms of combat ended up being 3 monumental clan battles in their own respective rights. Let me see here. The last match documented or noted from the Pride of Fastoon was at the end of 2016. Was against DMG in the semifinals of the 2016 Clan Battle League tournament. Their last one technically would have been against Elite Legends, but complications had ensued with a falling out happening in the championship standings of said tournament. And from another technical perspective, not to use the technical associated word twice in a row, but non-tournament associated, their last clan battle was also respectively against TACT back in November 2016, when we had that very huge standoff that ended respectively in Pride of Fastoon's win in Team Deathmatch by a point and 1 point alone. Whew. And in a closing statement from what Ethan had wanted in respects for the memories of the clan, and AB Jagadier 11's respective wishes also, are that they wish for the group to be remembered for being one of the best teams on the grid, that respected the teams that they wanted to play against wholeheartedly. There was usually a very high level of quality displayed in the matches that they played for the 3 years that they had existed, and they do hope for the Fastoon members to appreciate being given the chance to be in Pride of Fastoon and recognize what it was that Ethan had done for the team during his time when he was here, before Ethan had also respectively stepped down as the commander of PF and passed leadership respectively to AB. In total, they both wish very good and sincere tidings to all the players of the current and past players who've played for them, the ones who've played for them up to the end, and for all of those potentials that did have a chance to also shine briefly. And for all those who are still active, AB and Ethan both hope that you guys find what you're looking for in your next clan experience or opportunity. And that's it. And in my own personal perspective here, for a closure, I will say that this was a really beautiful conclusion. I didn't expect the run of Pride of Fastoon to end so suddenly, but this was handled in a very respectable way, and it leaves a really highly regarded and highly respected final note for the run of this clan. And I couldn't be more honored to have fought and interacted with a better group of friends like they are, and like they've shown and has demonstrated to this community about good sportsmanship, good conduct, and intense gameplay when working together as a team. And what they've shown is a true demonstration of how equal contribution to the gameplay can lead to highly successful end results. And that can mean a lot in very different ways. Having now understood, for the most part, the journey that Ethan took in order to create a dream and then in time have the dream realized, it brings a lot of good respect for the amount of dedication that he took into that, and by extension, the Pride of Fastoon itself. And so, I myself present good tidings to the future endeavors and opportunities that our fellow gaming rivals may explore. I offer cheers to the Golden Era's Pride of Fastoon. Thank you for sharing your dream, Ethan. It means a lot, man.